got a tip today for home sellers who would like to become home buyers. Helpful with one of my clients this week, and I'm hoping that it's helpful to you as well. You see, this particular home seller, we have a house on the market, we're quite optimistic it's going to get sold, and they've been looking for their next home, and this particular family is extremely handy. They're looking for a house that needs a little bit of fixing up, but after it's fixed up will be a very good deal for them. Well, gosh, yesterday we went out, we looked at 4 houses, and we found a smoking deal in a beautiful Raleigh house, over an acre, gorgeous house that just needs some work done on it, primarily cosmetics, some paint, carpet, little work that needs to be done. Particularly has expansion ability to become a bigger house or a wraparound porch, some really, really fun things that can be done with that house. So it's a good price now. It's going to be a great house when it's finished, and it's in a neighborhood that supports putting quite a bit of money into the house and still being not the most expensive house in the neighborhood. So gosh, woohoo! We found a house they're really excited about. As I said, it's a smoking deal. They're ready to move forward, except we don't have their current house under contract yet. We've gotten really good showing activity. We've done everything right. We've used several of our techniques. We've had the house staged and all of the techniques that the Francis Home Team uses to get our houses sold. We just haven't quite gotten that offer yet. Fudge, what do we do? This smoking deal may be available when we get their house under contract next week or the week after, but gosh, it might be gone because it is such a great deal. Well, we put our heads together. They were a little dispirited, and I said, hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you go to my go-to lender partner, Kevin Martini at SunTrust, and let's see if you're able to purchase the second house with renting your first house. Maybe we don't have to sell it. Maybe you can rent the house and then be able to buy this smoking deal that you really want to get into. Well, son of a gun, they made a couple of phone calls. Kevin, as always, worked his magic, and come to find out they can totally buy the second house if they only just rent their first house. So we're moving forward. We actually have an offer in. We're quite optimistic that offer is going to get accepted, and this family is going to be moving into that really nice house they're interested in. We still would like to sell their first house, which would be a wonderful thing, and we're quite likely to get it done. But I'm a big believer in looking the worst case firmly in the eye. And in this case is the worst case. They don't get it sold, or they don't get the money they want, or they decide they may just want to keep it to begin building a rental home revenue source, which they'd have thought might very well be a good idea for them in the long term for estate planning and tax purposes. Based upon all of that, we get the house sold, great. We don't get the house sold, they're totally okay with that because they found out they don't have to sell the first house to get into the second. As I said, we're moving forward with an offer on that home. Hey, I wanted to share that with you. Absolutely happy to help you or someone you know who's thinking about buying or selling in the area. We can get creative and we can make things work out for you as well. We're going to look forward to you calling us and getting started on getting you into your next home as well.